Christianity is one of the most abusive religions ever. I am not an expert, but feel free to rebut me.
Well, sir, if you insist.
The early days of Christianity, a century, two in, somewhere around there, and that's when they create the rules and rites and all the traditions that sit on top of the teachings of the Old Testament and the New Testament. All right, here, and this is the real religion.
Okay, you don't give any sources, so I have no clue what church fathers you're referring to, but you're incorrect. The core of Christianity is the teachings of Jesus, the apostles, and the rest of the scriptures. The writings of the church fathers are important, but the essentials of what makes Christianity what it is comes from the scriptures themselves.
And it basically says, hey, God put you in your position in life. God put you where you are. This was the teaching of the church for like a millennia. And your Lord was put into that position. So your Lord will tell you what to do, and you'll take it and do it happily, or you'll go to hell and be punished for all eternity.
Again, I have no clue what church sources you're referring to, so I do not know if you've interpreted them correctly. But scholars note this mentality did not come out of Christianity. Scholars note the teachings of the Bible and Christianity led to more freedom, equality, and human rights in the long run. The historian Tom Holland notes that Christianity led to more care for the poor and needy, abolitionist movements, and the dismantling of patriarchal norms. Throughout the ancient world, women were thought as property of their fathers, to be traded in marriage alliances for power and wealth. But the church taught that women were equal in Christ and the image of God as well. Marriage was ordained by God to be holy and monogamous. It was meant to be built on love and romance. It was not a tool for patriarchs to make alliances or enhance their power. As Tom Holland says, if the wife was instructed to submit to her husband, then so equally was the husband instructed to be faithful to his wife. Here, by the standards of the age into which Christianity had been born, was an obligation that demanded an almost heroic degree of self-denial. Priests were authorized to join couples without the knowledge of their parents, or even their permission. It was consent, not coercion, that constituted the only proper foundation of a marriage. The church, by pledging itself to this conviction and putting it into law, was treading on the toes of patriarchs everywhere. In other words, Christianity did not force everyone to submit to their lords, regardless of the ethical status. In many ways, it taught human rights, equality, and smashed the ancient patriarchy.
So that leads to lords thinking they're so far above the peasants that they basically engage in warfare as like a hobby, throwing peasants against each other on a field of battle.
No, sir, you're describing human history, not the history specific to Christendom. In fact, research has pointed out that Christianity negatively correlates with interstate armed conflicts. Research has also pointed out that Christianity has led to more freedom, education, democracy, and colonial reform, as well as citizen empowerment, voice and accountability, political stability, and transformation. When you say Christianity is an abusive religion, it shows us you're getting your history from Hollywood and not from actual scholars.